So, Dwayne Wade was on Carmelo's podcast. Was it 7 p.m. in Brooklyn or something like that? Yeah, that's what it is. Dwayne Wade, I guess he's talking about his career, talking about his days with the Miami Heat when LeBron was there. I think they even asked why Carmelo never joined that because Carmelo actually wanted to compete. I think during that time, did Carmelo go to New York or was that before? I think Carmelo went to New York before that. But anyways, hold on right quick. All right, got TV playing random videos all loud. But anyways, back to what I was saying. And Dwayne Wade called himself to go to the such and such that happened, and his injuries didn't happen. And I think the same thing Joel Embiid said, all kinds of stuff. I think Dwayne Wade said he might have been on Michael Jordan's level, all kinds of stuff, right? So here's the thing about Miami, Dwayne Wade's years in Miami, his last years, few years in Miami, before he got traded to Chicago or signed as free agent to Chicago, the LeBron years. Yeah, we like to rag on LeBron. I always say he disqualified himself from being the GOAT in the 2011 NBA Finals when he laid an egg. Only averaged 17 points a game. He had 8 points in Game 4, that Game 5, 1 to 2. I think it was. It's just a terrible outing of the finals. I think I even made a video comparing Kobe Bryant's second finals to LeBron's second finals, and it does not even come close. But, but Kobe had Shaq. Well, LeBron had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. So what are we talking about? But anyways, it doesn't compare. Kobe's numbers blast LeBron's numbers out of the water, and of course they won. But as much as, like I said, we rag on LeBron for the failures in Miami, let's not forget what Dwayne Wade did too. I know he was older, but you also was on a super team for 2 of your rings. Yeah. So when it comes to the levels of shooting guards, top 10 shooting guards, wherever you want to list it, top 10, top 5, Wade is kind of low on there. I don't think he has an MVP, does he? No, he does not. I'm not even ragging on Dwayne Wade because of his alleged personal life. It's unbecoming of a man, but as a basketball player, I think it's Mike and Kobe, and then he's like way below them. I know some people like to put Jerry West in front of him. Now, I never got to see Jerry West play with my own eyes when he was in the league, of course. But I can understand why people put Jerry West in front of Dwayne Wade. Shoot, I mentioned to put Dwayne had Allen Iverson before Dwayne Wade, but I think that's kind of a stretch. But the thing about Allen Iverson, he never played with a bunch of superstars like Dwayne Wade did. That's why I'm having a tough time with this. Maybe top 5, but I don't know. You think about Dwayne Wade, is he really a top 5? Maybe he is a top 10 shooting guard. Top 5? Well, if you put Mike, Kobe, Jerry West, even want to slip AI in there, he's probably 5th. I definitely will put him in front of James Harden because James Harden ain't no better. Plus, James Harden only been in one finals and lost in one finals. And ain't never been even close to a final. Well, then again, he was close to a finals 6 years ago in 2018. But they choked that one. Houston Rockets choked that one. I guess you had to put Dwayne Wade as top 5. But there's other people you can put in there. But, yeah. He's just as culpable as creating these super teams and watering down the NBA just as much as his boy LeBron or former boy. Who knows how their friendship stands now. Not to take any away from Dwayne Wade, but it's just things we have to consider and have to remember. So his being part of anywhere close to Jordan, no. Mm-mm. his time with the Miami Heat with LeBron. I just hearing that what he said, he had to do everything with LeBron, all sorts of stuff. It's like, come on, my guy. You just, I don't know, man. You just, I wouldn't say he gave away his team to LeBron, but I think it was the 2000. Yeah, it was definitely 2011. He had to really step up his game. Dwayne Wade did. I think he would. I think he was the. I think he was the leading scorer in the finals for the Miami Heat during that year. He had to be. That was the reason why the Miami Heat was even with 2 games of winning. That's why they pushed the series to 6. Because I think Dwayne averaged like 24 points maybe in that finals. And here's another thing that sits wrong with me with Dwayne Wade as well, which always sit wrong with me. It's going back to that 2006 NBA Finals. Man, I probably watched every game in that finals. Let me see something right quick. 2006 NBA Finals right quick. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. It's never sit right with me. I know the Miami Heat was down 2-0 to the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Dallas Mavericks should have won. I know Dwayne Wade got an MVP, but you gotta look at the numbers here, man. What was even the Miami? They was a second seed. It was 52-30. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at this right now. You know what's absolutely crazy? Because they did the seedings differently back then. You know the Dallas Mavericks was a 4th seed, even though they won 60 games. And in front of them was the Phoenix Suns who won 54, and the Denver Nuggets who won 44. Because I think they put the winners, because those 3 teams, the Spurs, the Suns, and the Nuggets, all won their division. And the Mavericks was probably second in the division under the Spurs. And I think they got rid of that soon after because it made no sense because certain teams were lower seed and they had a better record. In this case, like I said, the Dallas Mavericks won 60 games, but they was a 4th seed. And I think they mopped the floor with the Memphis Grizzlies. Same thing with the East. Cleveland was a 4th seed. They should have been the 3rd seed. But the East sucked. My Bucks had 40 wins, and it was a below 500 team. Yeah, Dallas Mavericks mopped the floor. They lost 1-7 against the Spurs and 1-6 against the Suns. All right, let's get to it now. What I really came on here for. Let me see if they can get the free throws. Disparity. Which game was that? I remember Jerry Stackhouse was suspended for Game 5. He got ejected in Game 4 of a flagrant foul of Shaq. Here it is. Dwayne Wade shot 25 free throws, as many free throws as the Mavericks combined. And Avery Johnson, I remember Avery Johnson and what's the owner of Dallas Mavericks? I can't think of his name right now. The owner of Dallas Mavericks were absolutely livid. With 9.1 seconds left in overtime, the Heat trailing by 1 point, they inbounded the ball to Wade, who caught the ball in the air and landed in the backcourt. Mavericks team owner Mark Cuban felt Wade had therefore committed a backcourt violation after receiving the ball. Dallas was then penalized for a controversial foul that sent Dwayne Wade to the line, shoot the go-ahead free throws with 1.9 seconds left on the overtime game clock. I remember this. I remember I was watching the game with my grandpa, and he was absolutely livid about that. He's a Lakers fan. He couldn't watch anymore. I think he's still mad about it to this day. Wade hit the first free throw. Dallas Mavericks coach Avery Johnson signaled to the team to call a timeout to Wade's second attempt. Josh Howard made a timeout gesture with his hands and began to walk off the floor, and the rest called the Mavericks' last remaining timeout, which prevented them from advancing the ball at their second attempt. Wade converted. After the timeout, Wade made a second free throw to give his team a 1 point lead, at which Devin Harris missed the Hail Mary half-court shot. His time expired. Wade finished the game with 43 points, setting an NBA record for most free throws made in a game with 21. Shaq added a double-double, 18 points, 12 rebounds. Miami converted 32 as 49 attempts with the free throw line. That's crazy. Jason Terry led Dallas with 35 points. And Josh Howard, 25. You might remember Josh Howard? I might make a video about him. After the game, frustrated Dirk Nowitzki kicked the ball into the stands. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban caused many acts of misconduct, resulting in $5,000 and $250,000 fines, respectively, for two men. Yeah, that was some nasty work. I remember that game. So this is why I have a tough time with Dwayne Wade in his whole career. Yeah, he was good. I'm not even gonna lie. Chicago born, went to Marquette in Milwaukee. I get it. But it's just so much shadiness surrounding his career. He got the 2006 NBA Finals and just this clicking up with LeBron and Chris Bosh and later on Ray Allen to create this super team. And they only got 2 wins about it. I guess that's the consolation prize out of it. Instead of one, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6, 7. They only got 2. 2-2 in NBA Finals appearances. Got your ass kicked by the Mavericks. You 1-2 against a young OKC team. You shouldn't have won the second one. The second one, Greg Popovich overcoached the Tim Duncan out, which allowed Chris Bosh to bat that ball to Ray Allen. You know, Ray Allen is my favorite player. He got 2 rings out of it, but still. And then in game, the 4th NBA Finals they went to, they got their ass seriously kicked by the Spurs because they wanted that revenge. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a big gap in between Jordan and Kobe. No, I should say there's a big gap between Wade and Jordan and Kobe. Way big gap. Too much help. But anyways,